It's a real quick video today, nothing too long, but as you've probably read the title, you're probably wondering why I titled my video that. Well, here's the deal. This morning I woke up, and I'm just going to get straight into what happened, but basically I was on Instagram commenting on people's stories and laughing at memes and just doing the normal, Instagram thing. And I came across a friend's post, and I thought it was hilarious. And of course, I commented, and we were going back and forth at first in a comedic sense. And then I had made a comment, something along the lines like, yeah, my life sucks, haha, just making a joke, right? But they responded, they responded, my life is a joke, period. And then I saw that, and I'm like, yo, think of a happy time, and don't say first grade. Trying to make a joke to see if they were joking or if they were serious. And unfortunately, they were being dead serious, in which they told me. And so that put me in a weird situation, because all of a sudden I'm like half asleep and looking at my phone, and now I'm wide awake. Because here I have a friend, I don't really know them. I know them like through mutual people and stuff, but here's a person who's hurting, and so like this video's titled, Make Yourself Available. I made myself available to talk, and so then we have this conversation. And of course I'm not going to go into the details of that conversation because that's just between me and them. But I will say, being able to at least talk, I know for me, and just in life when things have been really hard, I don't like talking to people. I'm a person where I'd rather do things myself, I'd rather build things myself, I'd rather fix things myself, I'd rather fix my own life. The whole thing with stay the path, I'd just rather stick to what I'm doing, and eventually I'll get through it or get to where I'm going or something. But as of recently, I learned that it is, even though we may not want to, talking to somebody about it really does help. And as much as this person did not want to talk about it, we talked for a while. And it's funny too, because I added this person on Facebook years ago, just out of random, and they sent me probably the most motivational quote that I needed at that time when I was going through, everything with court and stuff. And they sent me this quote that was like, life is 90%, or life is 10% of what happens to you, and 90% of how you react to it. Or maybe I quoted that wrong, however that quote goes. And it was just so cool, because going back in time and seeing that they helped me in the darkest part of my entire life, I was like, wow, here we've come full circle. And I didn't even know that. I was just making myself available to talk to them. And so I just want to say, for y'all, you never know what people are going through. So don't ever judge a book by its cover. If somebody just goes off on you out of nowhere, a lot of us want to clap back, or, this was, I was talking about revenge the other day. Sometimes it's like they just had a terrible day. They just had a cruddy day. And you just speaking a word of like, thank you for being here. Or just thank you for being my friend, or, whatever. Even if somebody flips you off in traffic or just whatever, like you honestly have no idea what people are actually going through, because man, like I used to say on my old channel, like, some of the kids that I worked with, you look at these kids and it's a normal little child. It's a child that's, like they're teenager, maybe they're 12 or whatever, and you look at them and you see that kid, but you have no idea. Like the one girl, I will never forget, her story was that she was sitting in the pickup truck, and her grandfather came to pick her up and had her mom in the car, and it was her and her two siblings. He drove down the street and he pulled the shotgun and shot the mom and then shot himself. That was that girl's story. And seeing her, I went looking at her. She's just a normal little kid, you know, just a kid that's in detention for acting out, whatever. But when I read that and heard that about her files, it blew me away. It's like, man, no kid should have to deal with that. But it brings me back to my point. You don't know what people are going through. Anyway, so yeah, you never know what people are going through. So just make yourself available to talk. It could be just 5 minutes and then they'll feel better. I don't know how many, I can't just tell y'all how many times just talking to somebody for just a phone call real quick helped out. Sometimes you need a vent for a longer time, but just make yourself available. That's it. It's the day after Christmas. Still alive, still here. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'm gonna be moving the rest of my stuff into my house. I've also I've found a few pianos, like grand piano, the baby grand pianos. I found one for $100, just like 40 minutes of me. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think eventually, pretty soon, I'm gonna get myself a grand piano. It may not be spectacular or great, but I'm gonna make it work. Yeah, but that's it for today, guys. I hope y'all have a great day. As always, it's Chan Dynasty. You know, stay the path, stick with it, never give up. Peace.